What's going on, keepers? I'm Kane and this is Noodle. And today we got a moment we've been waiting for. Now you already know that we had our first clutch of eggs, but that's alright. Today we've got our first hatched ball pythons. So get ready to see some overload of cuteness. Alright, well, got some exciting news. Looks like the eggs have turned out good. We peeked in today and seen some heads popping out. They were due to hatch on June 23rd, that would have been 60 days, and today is day 54. So, just open them up to check them out, and we'll come get a close up, baby. You can see 3 little heads popping out right there, and that one's pipped twice. And these ones haven't pipped yet, but we're going to go ahead and cut those open. So, just to make sure. If you see a little bit of blood, no big deal. There we go, we can see them moving around in there. That's just the veins on the outside of the egg. So, this one. Oh, actually, is that a slice? Man, this guy, he's done pipped 3 times. He's the overachiever. We're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and open that one up. Everything's looking good in there. Got one checking me out here.
He's so cute.
All the eggs got some good looking clear fluid. Sometimes if it's got like a nasty color to the goop, that's not a good sign. So when they all look nice and clear like this, that's definitely what you want to see. Looks to be good right here. I poked it, moved around. Alright. Well, everybody looks good. I was worried, I was a little bit concerned because now my female, the Super Mojave, comes from a pretty credible source. So I knew that it was going to check out alright. But the Super Lesser, I'm not saying the source wasn't credible, but he didn't exactly have a name. And there were just a few things that had me concerned, so I was really hoping that it was what he said it was. And so since we've all got solid white blue-eye leucistics, that means it definitely was. So these are 7 Mojave Lessers, and they are all super cute. So we'll check in and give them time. We'll let them come out on their own, and then we'll check back with you when they're all out of the egg. Alright guys, what's going on? Don't mind the sweat and the mess. We've been in here working today and it's the end of the day, but we want to go ahead and get this ad on. So all of our ball pythons have come out of the eggs. It's been 2 days since you saw us cut them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give them a clean container and get them bathed up and ready to shed. Now some people will just leave them in the container, the incubator, till they shed, but I'm going to do things a little bit different. So I'm just going to take and wet this paper towel down a little bit. I want to keep it good and moisturized in here. We'll scoot this forward and we'll get our snakes out. So, I don't know what the reasoning is behind it, but for some reason they say to keep them all together until they shed the first time, and then people put them away in their tubs. That's generally how it goes. So we're just going to stick to that. Now some people will just leave them in their hatchling tub until they shed. We're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and we've got a bath here. It's already the right temperature. We're just going to wash them off. They can hold their breath underwater, so don't freak out. You're not going to drown it. We're just going to give all these a little bath. Now they're a little bit of a pink fleshy color right now, but once they shed, they'll have that real pretty white look. So just checking all these out. See no kinks here or nothing. Looks pretty good. On to our next one. Everything's looking good. So we're going to put them a bowl of water in here too. If they want to take a drink of it, they can. But also just to make sure that humidity stays up in there, because we want to keep that humidity up until they do get their first shed. Because you don't want to separate them from what I've been told until they shed the first time, and also you don't want to feed them until they shed. So 7 healthy babies, all hatched good, all looking good. We've got one spunky one here. You just want to come out, don't you, buddy? Better get a close up here and check them out. Real pretty. Like I said, right now they're pink looking, because any white snake has a pink hue to it when it's getting ready to shed. But once they shed out, they'll be that bright, pretty white. All right. Well, with that, we're going to stick these back in the incubator and keep an eye on them for the next couple of days until they shed out. And then we'll be back again, getting them put in their enclosures. Alright everyone, all the snakes have shed and look like they've used the bathroom. So, it's time to get these things sexed and in their own tubs. And we've already got 7 tubs ready here. A little bit of bedding and a water bowl. And then we'll top off all those bowls once we get them out. So, as a recap, we got 7 blue-eyed leucistic lesser Mojaves. And they all seem to be doing good. So, we're going to work on getting these sexed. I'll get you a close-up here, you can check these out. Now you can see, they look a lot more white, and you can see those blue eyes in there. Real pretty snakes. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to sex these snakes. Some people probe snakes, some people pop snakes. You can do your research if you want. See what method you prefer. Probe is you stick a little probe in the end of their cloaca here, and depending on how deep it goes, is it whether it's a male or female. The method that I'm going to be doing, because I'm not comfortable with a probe, is called popping, and it is basically where you push the hemipenes out. Now I am not real experienced in this, so I'm probably going to wiggle around with it a little bit here and fight it. But more or less what you want to do is get it facing up and get your finger underneath it. And you just want to kind of roll right here on the back edge. Okay. Now if you want to look closer here, you can see there's a little bit of a mass popping out. But I don't believe that those are hemipenes, so I believe this is just a female. So we're going to mark this one down as a female. Now, I'll probably have somebody more experienced come resex these for me once I get done, because there's always a little bit of a cost difference between males and females, and obviously people want to make sure they're getting the right things. But for right now, we're going to write 0.1 lesser Mojave. BEL stands for Blue Ivy Cystic. So if it's a male, you always put the number before the period, and if it's female, you put the number after the period. And the way I'm going to keep up with it is, so if I have another female, I'll make it 0.2. That way I can keep track of which snake is which, just for different reasons. It's good to be organized. These tubs have a little slot on the front of them here. You can slide these in. Right. So as I was saying, it's good to keep track of it because you want to be able to know which snakes are eating, which snakes aren't eating, if there's any complications, and just anything. It's good to know which is which. You don't just want to be guessing about which snake is which. Alright, so let's get moving on to the next one here. Okay, here we go. Get close up to this one. I believe we got a male here. So I'm going to try to do this justice the best I can. And what you're going to look for here, let me keep this guy still, is see those two prongs sticking out on each side? There's a prong on each side kind of poking out. I'll just shade it with the phone, honey. Gotta stay back a little bit. So, if you see the two prongs, one sticking out of both sides, those are the hemipedes. So that's how you know that it's a male. I think I mixed up which ones I'll put. Yeah, I've been putting lesser Mojave, now I put Mojave lesser. I don't know, I would say there's probably a right and wrong. Probably the male, if I was guessing, I'd say the male's genes goes first, the dad, and then the mom's. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm sure somebody in textbooks is going to be like, it does matter, but it doesn't matter. As long as you know the genes. Well, we got a spicy one. Oh yeah, hissing, biting, everything. Like, it just bit me in the hand right there. Not even a mark. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like getting shocked. It's more of a, stun you than anything. Definitely didn't hurt. Yeah, this one is a spicy one. We'll put a star on yours, and I'm pretty sure it's a girl, which makes sense. So, if I'm doing this right, so far it looks like this is going to be mostly a female clutch. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to have somebody with a little more experience than me come look over it. So this would be a 0.4, yep, 0.4 lesser Mojave. And we're going to go ahead and start a tradition now for our first clutch. Any snake that bites right off the bat gets a star for being spicy. Which I can't blame it. If something was jerking me out of a tub 50 million times my size and pushing on my bottom part, I'd probably be biting too.
We're gonna name her Spicy.
Yeah, she's like her mom, Sugar. The mother to these is the most defensive snake I have, which she's not that bad. I mean, she's only ever bit at me twice, but she's the only one of my ball pythons that's ever bit at me. Let's try to look and see, you know? Still no marks. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably have one of my friends come over and recheck all of these just to make sure. I hope I have 6 females and 1 male. That would be some great odds, but I doubt it. But hey, we're gonna have confidence for now. Write that on there. Tegu's worked up. You already ate tonight, buddy. Alright. Last but not least, I'm going to give all these some water. Alright, that's probably going to be it for this episode. If somebody comes by to check these for me, look at this Tegu. Oh, he just jumped down. He's trying to get that light. Goofball. So if somebody comes over and checks these before I put this video out, I'll do a quick update at the end, but if not, this will probably be the end of it. Alright, well I appreciate you watching today's video. I know it's super exciting. We've been dying to get some baby eggs. You may wonder why I've got our Burmese python Tiny here. We don't pull her out much, but today is actually our 1-year birthday of having Tiny. So we've had Tiny for a whole year. So I'm going to throw up a picture of before and after. You may have seen me post it in the community or on our Instagram, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it up anyway so you can see how much she's grown. I gotta say, I think this is really a healthy growth rate for a Burmese python. You know, you see everybody blowing them up real quick, and we're just not trying to do that. But yeah, so happy birthday to Tiny, and thanks for watching today's video. And as always, remember, your hobby can bring you joy, but only Jesus can bring you peace. Hope to see you guys in the next one.